I've known Ollie Mae Byrd my entire life. She is my beloved aunt. My entire life, she's been very kind, very humble. Ollie Mae Byrd was the type of personality who decided that even though a path might be hard, even though it might feel like uncharted territory, she acted as a team leader who would train other young educators to come in and find their way and do it all quietly.
And once you encounter her soul, you know that you're dealing with something that is far beyond just what a lesson plan is or what it really takes to prepare a classroom for students to enter.
First met Miss Byrd as my second grade math teacher, and I just remember her being a disciplinarian. She was always well dressed. She had the highest expectations out of us. Miss Byrd was just someone that you just knew when you went to her class, you were going to behave, you were going to work hard, and she would stand over my shoulder and she said, "Stop using your fingers and use your brain." As hard as it was, that was something that I carried with me for a very long time.
My father was a teacher, and I said, well, that's what I want to do. I want to do what they are doing. And so I started out here in Cypress-Fairbanks. I was the first one to leave Carverdale to come to the all-white school. That's what I said. And when I got there, one little boy, he just wouldn't do anything I told him to do. So I called his parents. And he said, "Mrs. Byrd, I'm sorry, but I have always taught my children against blacks, and you will not have any more trouble." That was one of my best students.
Even as a second grader, I recall when she even got the Byrd Wing named after her at Holbrook Elementary. We would even be in that area of the building and we behaved. And her picture was just on the wall. And I'll just never forget that about her as a second grader, that impact that she had. I mean, it has carried me through my years as an educator.
She just has a broad knowledge of things, not only education, but just general as being a decent human being. She's not a very overbearing person, and she's a person, if you listen to her, you learn things. She'll look at something and she decides not if it looks good or bad, what's the best outcome?
I understand the unique thing about her is that she would not accept anything but a student's best. That really talks about the mettle of who Ollie Byrd is, I believe. She gives you her best, and she wants the best coming back from you.
Aunt Ollie and her older sister, my Aunt Mitty, were the pioneers. They were the first to go to college in our family. This would have been in the 1940s. And for our family, that was a huge step, you know, out of agriculture, off of the farm and into big education, into a university milieu.
And I enjoyed working at Carverdale. To tell the children to do their best, and they could be somebody. To work hard, do the best, have all neat work, and have it on time. And I enjoyed the district. I met so many friends, and I enjoyed working with those.
Ollie Mae Byrd is one who really loved children, as I have been told, as I've come to know her. And I'm one who believes that you really can't teach what you don't love. And she came into teaching at a time when it was rather challenging and difficult. She acquitted herself nicely. She's well prepared, and I can only imagine what it must have been like for a student underneath her tutelage. And so you really know that when you're talking with her, you're not just receiving a superficial message, you're receiving something that has really informed her life. And so when she shares that with you, you can't help but at least consider it and consider the receipt of it so that it may inform you on your journey.
I took for granted what she did. You know, she was just always this humble, quiet presence who certainly demanded respect, you know, just by entering the room because of who she was. And I'm just so grateful that all of her work turned into an honor like this.
To hear that she was getting a school named after her, to know that I was a student of hers in second grade, and just the connection to have had a teacher that has had such an impact on education, on Cypher, and so many lives. For me, it was just an honor.
She educated so many children, who went on to do great things with their own work, and the impact that she's had on so many lives. I don't think that the district could have found or identified a person who is more deserving of this honor than Ollie Mae Byrd.
Oh, it's great. I cannot express how I feel. That's all they're talking about now. And my pastor, he was just excited. He says, anyone else in here have a school named after you? And no one said a word.
So for my mom to be coming from a small town, a teacher that picked cotton, a teacher in so many other levels. My mom loves kids. Even growing up, going to church, she would always pick up the neighborhood kids to go to church. From humble beginnings, teaching at Carverdale, and even from where she grew up in a small country town, which was Crockett. This is the ultimate goal that no one saw, but God had a plan, and here we are. And my mother has been in the district since 1957.
This is not something that she ever would have imagined for herself. I think if you talk to Ollie Mae Byrd, she would tell you, I did my work.
I can't think of a better thank you, an expression of appreciation of what she really placed into the metal of Cypher ISD. I mean, what you all are standing on, it has Ollie Mae Byrd in the foundation. It's beautiful. It's quite beautiful.
It doesn't seem real. And at night I wake up and that's what I'm dreaming about.
And Ollie, I want you to know that I am so proud of you, and I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for all of the work that you've ever done in your lifetime, but also for the attention and the care that you showed to me, and for the confidence that you gave to me in order to achieve all that I have been able to in my own career. You are wonderful, you are beautiful, and no one is more deserving of such an honor as you are.
Ollie, you have done a fantastic job. You are my mother, you are my best friend, and you have led a legacy that no one would ever have dreamt. But God is good.
Sister Byrd, it has truly been a pleasure to have served as your pastor since August of 2014. The love that Gail and I have felt from your heart has been quite beautiful. You have helped to ferret us across challenging times, and now we get to share with you in this beautiful moment where you have a school named and dedicated in your honor. You deserve it. You've given the very best of what God has given to you. You've shared your gifts and graces with humanity. And now we're turning around to say, thank you for what you have done. May God bless you beautifully on into the remaining years of your life. Today is a powerful day, and because of you, we have grown immensely during this experience. Thank you so much for being the beautiful person of God that you are. We love you.
Mrs. Byrd, this is your friend James Erasmus, and I've always considered you one of the top people in our community. And it's befitting that all the things that you've gone through, all the things that you've seen, that this district thought enough to name an educational system facility after you. It's well deserving and it's well thought of, and you deserve it. You deserve it now, you deserve it. And you're the kind of lady, you didn't let things happen, you made things happen.
Hi, my name is Maya Lily, and I'm the great-granddaughter of Ollie Mae Byrd, the namesake of Ollie Mae Byrd Elementary. I want to first congratulate my great-grandma Birdie for a lifetime's work as an educator and teacher, and of course, as an amazing great-grandmother. I also want to extend a thank you to my grandma, Mary Lily, my dad, Curtis Lily, along with the Daniels family and Oscar Wiley family for their continued support. Congratulations, Birdie. You continue to be an inspiration to me and so many others, and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye-bye.
I want to thank you, without getting emotional, I want to thank you for your hard work, your dedication to so many students for so many years, and for everything that you have done in our lives. So I thank you, and I'm so honored and so blessed to be able to pass by that school and see your name on that school, and to see you be honored in this time. So I'm just so grateful and I'm so thankful. So thank you again, Ms. Byrd, and congratulations.